crew, welcome back, and today we are playing Sketchy Individuals. Looks like there's no intro, so we're just gonna get right to it. Hello, dearie. I'm sorry to bother you, but I seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Poor grandma has had her handbag snatched by a rapscallion while out running errands this afternoon. Rapscallion? Oh, won't you please help me find the one who did it? Alright, so let's ask. Well, if old grandma's memory is still good, I remember them being a bit square-jawed. Okay, square jaw. Probably this one. Okay. What about skin color? Frankly, dearie, I think they could do with some sun, but they weren't the palest I've seen either. Okay, probably this one. Okay, what's next? Hairstyle. Oh my, their hairdo was a bit shocking to little old me. Very lopsided indeed. Where'd the other half go? Okay, there's some options. Oh, wait, what's this one? That's the one. That's gotta be the one. That's gotta be it. Okay, hair color. Why, it was about the same shade of a lovely golden locks I had in my youth. Okay, so we talking... Okay, I said that, but where's the selections? How come I can't pick nothing? Oh, to be young again. Oh, because I didn't click. I didn't let her finish her statement. Okay, blonde. Okay, we got eyes. They looked rather tired, dear. I think they could have done with a nice afternoon nap. Okay, tired eyes, tired eyes. This one. For sure, this one. Okay. All right, now we're going to eye color. Their eyes reminded me of my famous hazelnut cookies. Once we finish up here, I'll get right down to my kitchen and whip you up a batch for being so sweet and helpful. That is so nice. Okay, it's got to be brown. Okay, nose. I guess I'm not too sure, sweetie. It wasn't too big or too little, not too skinny or too wide, just average. Okay, but what is average though? Average is subjective. Is this average? Or this? Or this? I don't know. Okay, you know what? We're going to go with this one. We're just going to go with this. My, this person must spend so long frowning that their face got stuck that way. My grandkids never believed me when I warned them about that, but it's true. Okay, so this one. It's gotta be this one. This one for sure. This one. Okay. No hairs to speak of on that face. Why, even grandma might have them beat. Okay, grandma's funny. She got a good sense of humor. Okay. All right. Scars? Scars? Oh, heavens no. I would have hoped not, even for a ruffian like themselves. She said rough again. What is that? Okay. Piercings. Now that I think about it, sweetie, I think they might have had their ears pierced too. Nothing else comes to mind. To this old mind. Okay. Okay. All right. What else? Tattoos. Nothing. Oh my gosh. I promise I can read. Nothing that I could see, which is strange for youngins these days. Why, even grandma has some hidden ink. Okay, grandma seems like she'll be cool. She'll be a cool grandma. Okay. All right, I think that's everything. Okay, let's continue. Oh my gosh. Did we get it? I think we got it. I think the only thing that's different is the eye color. Ours is just a little too brown, but we did it. We did it. Arrest. We did it. Hey, dude, I've got a major problem. Someone just jacked my ride and tore straight out the lot of the cafe I was at. I just had new tires put on, and now they're probably half melted from the tire tracks on Main Street. I was supposed to do that. We need to get this figured out like now. Okay, let's do it. They were kind of round, I guess, but not like chubby, you know? Okay, so round face, but not chubby. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. All right. Skin color. They were pretty tan, I think. I only saw them from behind for like a second through the window. Tan. Okay. Cool. Okay, hairstyle. I don't know the style. Space something. Does it matter? Yeah, it matters. Okay, it does matter. Space. Ooh. This is the only thing I can think of. Everything else would make no sense. Like, and see, when I think space, I'm thinking Star Wars. I'm thinking they're thinking these buns are like, you know, Princess Leia-esque. That's the only thing I could think of. Nothing else. None of these other options make sense, you know? Okay, I thought the jerk was wearing a helmet until I ran closer. It was dark. Okay, then it was probably black. Okay, because it was dark. Let's see, nose. Dumb, stubby little thing. Dumb and stubby? What does that tell me? Maybe this one? I don't think it's dumb, but I mean, I guess someone would consider it stubby. Let's see, mouth. Looked like they didn't even care, man. Just blank flat. Didn't look like they enjoyed it or anything. Okay, it's gotta be this one. That's the only one that makes sense. Okay, facial hair? No way, dude. Motorcyclists shave all their hair to be faster in the wind. Look it up. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, scars? Nah, man. They were as bald-faced as my tires are gonna be after this. The puns are cute. Okay, piercings? Ringed up like a bull, man. Okay, so they have a little septum. Okay. This is bull, man. Okay. All right. Tattoos. I got some ink on their neck, or maybe it was a turtleneck. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna assume that they actually do have a tattoo on their neck. Did I do? Is there? Oh, I totally skipped the eyes. Oh my gosh, how did I skip that? If I had seen them before I walked in, I never would have left my bike out there. They had the shiftiest freaking eyes. Shifty eyes. Are those shifty? No. Are these shifty? What's shifty? These? No. This? Maybe this. Okay. What about eye color? I'll tell you one thing. Their eyes will be the same color as they'll be when I finish pounding their face into the pavement. Okay, then probably black. Maybe black? And that's the only thing I can think of. Okay, I think that's everything. Is that everything? I think that's everything. All right, let's continue. Okay, didn't go as tan. I think it's this one. And the eyes may not be right, but oh, but this is so close. These are all pretty close to each other. These three are pretty close. I'm pretty sure this nose, though, is not correct. It's either this one or this one. Uh-oh. But I think they said tan. I don't know. It's between these two. They're like almost identical. They are identical. And see, when he said tan, I was thinking this. So I'm going to go with this because I think this is closer to what I actually have. Arrest. I am so sorry if you're not the right person. Hey, mister. My family got a new HP Office Jet printer last week. Okay. Why are you telling me? My mom says I can't use the colored ink, though, because it's expensive. I think he meant expensive, but that's cute. But every time my babysitter comes over, they use all the green. And they always have boring old men printed on them. At least print a dinosaur or something. Wait a minute. Are they printing money? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Time to ask questions. Heads can be different shapes. Oh, wait. He's asking, can heads be different shapes? My favorite dinosaur is the Tyrannosaurus. It has huge talons. Oh, okay, kid. I need you to stay focused, okay? I need you to stay with me, okay? Stay with me now. And he gave me no information about the shape of the head. Yep, he has no idea. Okay, we're gonna go with average. We're gonna go with average. Skin color, they wouldn't let me add any drawings, but there were so many. Okay. Young man, I need you to stay, okay, stay focused, stay with me. And that's really the only answer I'm getting. Okay, then we're gonna say that they're just, maybe tan, okay? Hair? Well, don't tell my mom, but I think it's a wig, like the wig my grandma has, but she told me not to tell anyone that. Okay, grandma hair. Grandma. Grandma. I feel like that's kind of grandma. I feel like this could also be potentially grandma. Let me color it in. See, like could potentially be grandma. That one. But I feel like this is more grandma. All right, I'm going to go with that. Hair color. Not as red as mine, okay? Maybe a bit more red than mine. It's more red. Okay, then we're going to go with that. My mom says I don't have red hair, but I think having red hair would be cool. Okay, so they probably have actual red hair. Okay. Next. Wait, feel like I missed something. Okay, now we're going to eyes. I think they needed glasses. My friend Liam wears glasses. Liam's parents got him a PS5. Do you have a PS5? Oh, okay. Stay with me, okay? All right, one thing at a time. Okay, I think they need glasses. I feel like the squinty eyes. I feel like this is like this, like the circles, right? I think that's it. I would think, or maybe this, but I don't feel like that's squinting. We're going to go with this. Okay. But maybe it is this one. No, I feel like it is that one. Okay, eye color. Maybe he spilled the ink into them. Black. I mean, they're squinty eyes. I don't think I can change the color. Nose. I didn't even know how he could get his fingers in there. Oh, okay. That's not something that we should be doing, okay? Let's see. Difficulty getting their fingers in there. Maybe this one? That looks like that might be difficult. But I don't think that's it. Maybe this one. I think it's this one because this one doesn't even have nostrils. So how are you getting your fingers in there? I'm thinking. Okay. Mouth. He looked like he got away with sneaking extra cookies into his lunch. What? What does that mean? Oh, wait. Got away with sneaking it. Maybe this one, like the little smirk? Like a sneaky smirk? Okay, I'm just assuming it's a sneaky smirk. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just, Facial hair? It's like they forgot to finish shaving. The pointy chin was sticking right out. Okay. Pointy chin? Maybe this one? Maybe the big sideburns? Because that's the only... Wait, he said he has a pointy chin. Hold on. This one. I need to change the face. Okay. He said pointy chin. Okay, pointy chin. Okay. Scars? I think he won a staring contest with a Tyrannosaurus. And the Tyrannosaurus got mad. Okay. It's either this one or this one. I'm thinking this one. We're going to go with this. Piercing? Ew. I said piercings. He said, ew. Okay. That means none. Okay. Tattoos? What's a tattoo? Okay. We're going to assume there is none of those. If he doesn't know what it is, then maybe they don't have any. Okay. I think we've asked everything. Let's continue. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we got it. I don't think so. Um. Okay. So. Uh. Oh gosh. I don't know. There's only one with the sideburns. They all. No. These four have pointy chins. So you're out. Okay. These four have pointy chins. But this doesn't look like grandma hair, does it? The wig, grandma wig. And then there was no mention of stashes. It just said enough for pointy chin. But it could have been this. No. They said it's like he forgot to shave because he just left the pointy chin. So I'm thinking it's this because this one doesn't have any facial hair. And neither does this one. But the nose, I did pick this nose initially. I did pick this nose. So obviously I was wrong about the eyes. I was obviously wrong. But I think we're gonna go with this one. I am so sorry if this is wrong. Arrest. Okay. All right. Why am I questioning a ghost? For what? The person who murdered me was Slight. Oh, okay, so you got murdered. Okay. The person who murdered me was Slight. Okay, I got that. What? Okay, you're telling me nothing. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What does that mean in this context? I'm gonna just put this. Yep, that's the face. They look like they had a fright. They look like they had a fright. Okay, so probably pale. Okay. They had beautifully smooth hair. Okay. Maybe this. I mean this. Smooth hair. Maybe this. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this one. Okay, what about hair color? Their hair was also fair. Okay, it's probably blonde. Okay. Eyes. Their eyes lovely, but full of apathy. Okay, this one. That's the only one I can see that makes sense. Eye color. The color was like the sea. Okay, blue. What else? Nose. Their nose, unremarkable. Okay. Oh my god, unremarkable. So I'm thinking just regular. Okay, mouth. Their mouth also unremarkable. Okay. I guess this then. I don't know. Facial hair. Their skin was smooth and unmarred. Okay. So no facial hair. Nothing about them would catch you off guard. Okay, I get. Okay. Piercings. They love to pierce, but not themselves. Oh. I see. You were probably stabbed, huh? Okay. Tattoos. For it was I that will now delve. Huh? I don't get it. For it was I that will now delve. I don't know what you mean. Okay, I'm just gonna say there isn't any. Okay, I think we got everything. All right, let's go. Continue. Yes. We got it. We got one. It's got to be this one. I think I got it spot on. I think I got it. We're gonna arrest. Okay. He milked my cow. He snuck onto my farm and milked my cow. Okay. Who is this person? I could barely tell under that thick bushy beard. Okay, so the face doesn't matter in this case because there's gonna be a beard. I don't know. I saw them from a distance, similar to his hair, but his hair was darker. Huh? Okay, we're gonna make him brown. Hairstyle? How should I know? I was nearly blinded by the glint in my eye. Okay, that's not helpful at all. We're just gonna say that they're bald. Hair color? Ain't you listening? Dark hair, I said. He milked my cow. Okay, so black? But we don't have any hair. You said no hair. Okay, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go, okay. Okay, eyes. Looking real guilty of a cow milking. But I can see right through that facade. Okay, guilty eyes. What are guilty eyes? These gotta be guilty eyes. Okay, eye color. I was at a distance. Dark. Same color as his hair, methinks. We don't know what hair color he has. He just keeps saying dark. But that could be dark brown or black. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go with brown. Cause I don't know. I don't know. Probably good for sniffing out cattle. Okay, I'm assuming it's the bigger one. Okay. Mouth? I couldn't see it behind that beard. Oh. Okay, so it's probably not much then. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Facial hair? What? Cause you taking this seriously, or are you off in La La Land? Yes, you told me you had a beard, but I'm just double checking. Okay? I'm just double checking. Okay. Scars? No scars, but I'll give him one. I'll knock out one of those perfect teeth. Wait, he has teeth? He has teeth. Okay, it's gotta be this one then, because that's the only one with teeth showing. Okay, no scars. Okay, piercings? He looked like a cow. Okay, it's this one probably. Okay, and don't think so, but I ain't sure. Okay, so he could have a tattoo. But we gonna say no for now, okay? Okay, I think that's all we can do. Hey, I came pretty close. Okay, it's got to be between these two. These are almost identical. The only difference is the eyes. But he did say the eyes are the same color as the hair. I'm gonna go this one. We doing this one. Yep. Okay, arrest. I don't know if it's right. I attempted to apprehend this individual this afternoon, but they were extremely dangerous. Munch. Their powers of coercion were unparalleled. It was out of my hands. Munch. Okay, you don't look like you were working really hard. I'm just gonna be honest. They could stand to do some jaw workouts. It was a little light. Okay, this one. Okay, I don't think I could look like that, even if I spent a lot of time in the sun. Okay, maybe this one. Okay. The hairstyle, it was pretty flat upon their head, parted in the middle. Okay, there's only so many of those, but I'm thinking it's this one because I think this is the only one that's parted and pretty flat on the head. It's gotta be this one. White with red and green sprinkle. Okay, we're not talking about the same thing. You're talking about some kind of donut. Okay. Oh, sorry, I was looking at my donut. Yeah, exactly. Well, it wasn't white or red, I don't think, or green. That is not helpful. That's not helpful. Yeah, okay, not helpful. You don't even give me more to work with. I don't know. It wasn't white. Okay, so no blonde. Not this. It will not this. There's no green. We're gonna go with black. I don't know. There's not enough indicators here. Scary looking. Were those things even human? They almost ruined my appetite. Munch. Maybe these. I don't know if those things even had the capacity for color. What does that mean? Maybe these? Maybe black? I don't know. A little bulbous, I think. I wasn't really paying attention. Gulp. Okay, bulbous. A little bulbous or bulbous? Like this or like this? We're gonna go with this. He said a little. Okay. It may look unassuming, but they could talk even an upstanding officer into taking the most delicious of bribes. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. I'm thinking this one. But sir, that is shameful. Shameful. Yeah, it was weird. 2 long pieces on either side. 2 long pieces. Okay, it's gotta be this. Okay. Oh yeah. Munch. Nasty scar down the eye. Smack. The tip of it was almost touching their hair. Okay, it's gotta be this one. Piercings? Well, you know me. I know my loops and hoops, and they had no hoops or loops. Okay. All right, last one. I didn't even think they'd be old enough for tats, but Munch, I don't know. He said, I didn't even think they... Okay, so that's saying they do have it. Okay. All right, I think that's everything with, I mean, based on what he would give. I mean, oh my gosh. I don't think I got it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with what I do know was clear. The facial hair was the one thing that was mentioned. Okay, that was the one thing. It's got to be this one. I know this one looks nothing like my drawing. Okay, but the hair is correct, even though I didn't get the right color. I think it's this one. We're gonna go with this one. Okay, who's next? I require reparation for the incredible wrongdoings done to my establishment. I caught someone red-handed defacing my beautiful sign. No longer does it say elevate your art experience, but rather elevate your, excuse my French, fart experience. I demand justice. Okay. Tell me what it looks like, ma'am. Or she. A jaw like a rock who said no to the sea. You will not move me. I will be free. Okay. You're not helping, but I'm thinking you're talking about this. Okay. A golden sunset over the beach as the waves breathe life into your sorrows. Golden sunset, huh? Maybe this? This? No, this. Okay, I think it's that. A toilet brush used for far too long. I believe we are all like a toilet brush deep down. She said their hair looks like a toilet brush. Okay. This one? No. This one? No. This one. It's gotta be this one. It's gotta be this one. Gotta be. Like the sky before a storm. What untidings shall it bring to our town? But more importantly, our hearts. What does that have to do with what I asked? I asked you what the hair color was. Like the sky before a storm. Oh, gray. Gray, I got it. Okay. You tested me. All right. Unbothered by the atrocities they have committed, but no winds or lashes are stronger than me. An art gallery owner. Okay. Unbothered by the atrocities. Okay. Unbothered. So it's gotta be this one. Okay, gotta be that one. A dense jungle. Imagine, if you will, the chirping of birds and critters and the sun reflecting off waxy leaves. Okay, so they must be green. Okay. Nose, like it didn't bother pulling its weight when the face was modeled from the earth. What? Like it didn't bother pulling its weight when the face was molded. I said modeled, didn't I? Molded from the earth. Like it didn't bother pulling its weight. I don't know what that means. We're gonna go with this nose. Highly luscious. Oddly enough, like the dribble of juice that pours down your chin as you bite into the ripest mango. What? Okay, it's gotta be these lips. Because she said luscious, like, okay, it's gotta be that. Okay. Facial hair, clean shaven. Okay. Scars, alas, a gash shall be mismatched from this lad, or they would rather pass gas en masse on my walls and glass. Huh? Okay, a gash shall be mismatched from this lad. A gash? Mismatched? Okay, I think it's this one. I don't know. I'm blessed by the alluring magnetism of gold and jewels. They'll never know what they're missing. Okay, so no piercings. Okay, tattoos? You think this cretin would allow art near their skin? You clearly have learned nothing from me. Okay. So no tats. Yeah, I'm not feeling that confident about this one. But let's see. Oh, okay. I think we did good. I feel like this is the one. This is it. Okay. There's more. Oh my gosh. Hi, hello. You see, I work at the stock market and, well, some things have gone awry. I only stepped away for a moment to go elevate my fart experience. Okay. That's the ladies' art exhibit that got changed to fart. But when I came back, all of our charts and graphs had been flipped upside down. The stock market had completely collapsed as a result. We're in shambles. Please help me find who did this. I only caught a glimpse of them as they were running out. Okay, all right, face. I didn't notice anything wildly unusual. I just got a glimpse after all. Okay, we're gonna keep it average. Color? They had darker skin, wearing some sort of short-sleeved shirt. Okay. Hair? It looked like the explosion from the bomb they have metaphorically dropped on our stakeholders. It looked like a bomb. Bomb? Are you talking about a fro? Are you talking about a fro? Okay. It was much brighter than my financial future, starting to look. Oh no, my poor 401k. Okay, brighter. Okay, so it's blonde probably. Okay. Their soulless gaze bore a hole into my soul and my monetary well-being. The soulless glaze. This one? Gaze? Okay, I think it's this one. Eye color? Oh, I don't even know. What does it matter anyway? It does matter. It does. Okay, we're gonna make it black by default then. Okay, nose. Yeah, they were super nosy. What was he even doing in there anyway? Okay, super nosy. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Oh geez, they look proud to have done it. That's all I could say. Okay, proud, so probably this. Either that one or this one. This one? No, I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. Facial hair? There was a lot of hair, but just on the head. I think once again, I didn't get a great view from the front. Didn't get a great view from the... Okay. Okay. Just the scars left on my 2024 fiscal report. Oh, man. Okay, so no scars. I didn't get the best look at their face from the front, but I definitely saw a glimmer. Definitely saw a glimmer. Okay, maybe ear piercings? Okay. I think so. Well, I think they tripped over our printer, so it might have just been spilled ink. Tattoos. So, okay, so they probably have tattoos. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is it. Hey, not bad. Not bad. Okay, I think it's this one. Because even though my eyes and my nose are wrong and the smile is wrong, they have pretty much everything else. And tattoos, they were pretty confident that they had tattoos. So we're going to go with this one. Okay. Hello. I'd like to report a getaway driver that drove away before, their partner got in the car. Are you snitching? Oh my gosh. Of course I noticed this from a distance as an innocent bystander. And no, sir, you have a mask. But their actions also seemed incredibly rude, so please jot that down as well. Okay, head shape. Head shape. I don't think you'd be able to get any logic through that thick skull. Okay, maybe this one. Okay, beautifully tan, like they just got back from the Bahamas, which I paid. Never mind. Okay, is this more tan or is this? I feel like this is tan, but certainly big enough to hold the lies. Okay, I guess we'll go with this. Right, but is it this one or wait? There's more hair. Maybe no, it's not. Maybe this one, because this is big hair. This is big. Okay. It matches the flaming malice in her soul. Okay, we're going to go with this. Okay, eyes. Oh, what could I say? Apathetic, disingenuous, cold, uncaring, heartless. Okay, probably these. Okay. Green or brown? Green. Okay, I'm thinking this is like green. Okay, maybe around the size of the empathy inside her. Okay, so little nose. Okay, mouth. You think they would have cracked a smile from striking it rich, but no, Grumpy Pants has to take it all. This one. Okay. Facial hair. Nah, they shaved it all off before the heist. Okay. Scars, if they do, it's probably new. Okay, so we're going to say no. Piercings, no. Tattoos? Yeah, a snake wrapped around a skull facing right with its fangs drawn. Okay, it's got to be this one. Okay, I think that's everything. All right, let's go. Hey, we did pretty good. Here's the problem. It's either this one or this one. And here's my dilemma. There was no scar mentioned. Like when you asked for scars, he didn't say there was a scar. So the face, the description of the actual face itself could be either one of these. I just went with this one. And the nose could be correct over here. Okay, we're gonna go with this. You're it. Yep, we're arresting you. Okay. What else we got? There was someone running down my street in nothing but their birthday suit. Okay. Are you listening to me, bucko? We're dealing with a streaker. Okay. Quite slim for someone in the buff, I'd say. Okay. Quite slim. Maybe this one? Okay. I theorized they woke up one day and realized not 1 ounce of skin had ever seen the sun. Okay. Going super pale. Well, they had more hair than I do. Okay, that doesn't help me. This one? Probably this one. Facial hair? Why, they looked rather dandy. Took me back to the good old days of the 1930s. It's gotta be this. Oh, okay, we gotta go with mouth. They had a bit of a pout. There's nothing I hate more than someone who loves to complain. Okay, that's a pout. Are you gonna keep asking me questions about this skinny creep, or are you gonna catch the darn streaker? Okay, but I gotta ask you questions. Okay, I gotta ask. And you're not gonna give me anything about the nose. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep it basic then. Okay. The belly button was the original scar. What are they teaching kids in school these days? Okay. All right. So I'm assuming none. Piercings? I hope you mean on the face. I didn't notice. Okay, that's what else would I be talking about? I know he's naked, but we're not looking like that. Okay, where am I? Okay. You know what? You're not being helpful. Okay, what about the eyes? Eyes, they were huge, I think. I didn't have my glasses on at the time. Okay. We're going to ask a colorblind, glassless man. Okay, good point. I don't know. Okay, so we're just going to pick a random color then. Is that everything? I feel like that's barely any information. All right, we're going to go with this. I mean, what choice do we have? I respect that. My eyesight isn't all gone. Some sort of color was there. Blue, maybe green. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's go with green. He said blue, maybe green. Okay, so if I see someone who has blue eyes, I can't discount them. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, I think that's everything. I asked all the things. I think, yeah. Oh, wait, I didn't ask hair color. How dare you? I'm colorblind. Everything looks quite gray to me. Okay, well then we don't go with gray, you know? Okay. Okay. Hey, he said could be blue. Could be blue. Okay, we're going with this one. This is the one. This gotta be it. It's gotta be it. Oh my gosh, we made it to the end. Okay. What do? You arrested 10 people. I'm blocking it. Hold on. You arrested 3 innocent people. Oh no. I did the best that I could, y'all. I did the best that I could. I got 3 innocent people arrested.